in.
Thank you. I'm very talented.
Oh my golly, this has a class. As an extrovert,
what this looks like is that we've had a raucous New Year's Eve, and we both just don't have any other clothes to rock up in because we've had to come straight from the party to the recording.
Liam, can you confirm that we are in fact recording on January 1st of 2024?
Yes, we are recording on January 1st of 2024.
Excellent! Do you participate in New Year's resolutions ever?
I have been known to.
That was such a long think. You had to think for so long on that.
No. When it's edited, it's going to be a really quick thing because I'm really quick on my feet with every response.
It has to be a really slow zoom as you just stare yonder wondering, have I ever done that? I'm really not sure.
Well, no, I had to really think back to it. These days I don't have New Year's resolutions because I think you're setting yourself up to fail. But I do have goals, annual goals that I don't associate with New Year's, if that makes sense.
I think I'm very similar. I have these lofty ideas of what I'd like the year or even just the quarter to be. But as far as get your gym membership so that you can waste that money.
That's the classic one, isn't it?
That's the classic.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do you know what the most common New Year's resolution is that people make?
It's got to be fitness-based, right?
It's got to be fitness-based. Losing weight and eating healthy. Losing weight is the number one, and eating healthy is number 4.
And then Woolworths is out of salad for the next week because of all the New Year's resolution
Woolworths?
people. Woolworths is an Australian supermarket.
You lost me.
What's really interesting is that I don't have a New Year's resolution, but very evidently people do. Because what happens every morning, right, is I take my dog for a walk around 6:30, and as soon as January comes around, you start to notice all of these new walkers all of a sudden that you've never seen before throughout the previous year. Hordes and hordes of them. And then they slowly disappear over the next week as the resolution fizzles and dies. And you don't see them until January 1st the next year.
See, that's brilliant. I watched a health documentary and I got scared out of everything from my pantry. And now I'm everything should be fresh. Everything should be whole and healthy. If I want to make a cookie, I got to make it from my own ingredients. I'm afraid of my pantry all of a sudden. And I feel on the bridge of that collapse. I feel really close to relapsing.
Right at the middle where the most damage gets done if the bridge collapses. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm right there. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm planning out tomorrow and I'm there could be Cheetos. I think there could be Cheetos in tomorrow.
You're sort of bargaining with yourself. You're slowly going, yeah, but maybe what if we just have a little bit of the thing I'm not meant to be having? And then that opens the floodgates and it's just Cheetos, nothing but Cheetos all day, every day.
That's really true. Wow. It's good to know I'm not alone. Thank you. This is my therapy session this time. Speaking of New Year's resolutions, we're going to make some.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
What a reasonable reaction that was.
That's Australian enthusiasm.
Crikey.
That was very good. Have you been practicing?
No, but I really regretted that the moment it came out of my mouth. We are going to create 4 New Year's resolutions in 4 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
So we get the excited fuck and the upset fuck. All right, 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes to create 4 New Year's resolutions, and here are your prompts. We will have something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Timer, go.
Blue. Shit.
Time.
I'm done.
Would you care to share with us your New Year's resolutions?
Yep. I should preface this by saying that I've made all of my New Year's resolutions quite achievable. I'm not a fan of huge lofty goals. I prefer things that I can envision myself doing without too many steps.
I did too.
For something old, I've decided to call my mum.
Your mum is this something old? That's so rude.
But achievable. I could complete that today. I'm probably not going to, but I could.
December 30th. Oh, I gotta call mom. Go ahead, something new.
Something new is that I'd like to learn what negative gearing is.
Me too.
It's really annoying because I look up negative gearing every now and then because I forget what it means. It's got something to do with buying a property, and then if it makes less money than you've spent on the expenses, then it counts as a tax break in Australian. I'm not quite sure. That's why it's my resolution to learn what it is properly.
A negatively geared asset is one that does not produce enough income to cover its cost at the moment. An investor who is negative gearing expects to gain from tax benefits in the short term and to eventually sell the asset at a higher price to make up for the initial losses. Congratulations, we just learned together.
Amazing. I'm gonna forget it. It's like it needs to stay here.
I've already forgotten.
So this is the year that that's gonna change.
Good.
For something borrowed, this year I am going to give back this book.
Name of the Wind.
Yes, which my friend let me borrow as a result of your discussion about it.
I remember.
In another video that I've still not read yet. But I will, and then I will give it back.
I remember this. You text me when you borrowed that.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, I'm going
yeah.
to read it. I'm so excited.
It's been sitting here.
Have you even cracked the cover?
I was gonna say I've read the cover.
Liam, you read all of The Eye of Argon.
Yeah, which I also have here. I should say that comparing the books,
Barely a difference.
The Eye of Argon's a bit more achievable.
Something, what was the other one? Blue? Oh, Something Blue.
When I wrote this, I thought I was running out of time because you'd already called time. My fourth resolution is to come to terms with the color blue. Like, what is it?
Well, you see, when light hits an object, it absorbs some of the colors, some of the color rays, and reflects some of the other ones. And what it reflects is what we see. So it has reflected the color rays that combine to show us the color blue. So are you wanting to know what color rays?
No, it's just blue, It's like, why blue and not, say, red?
Because red's a terrible color. Oh, it's behind you.
Yeah, what a fucking horrendous color. Who would ever
I hate
choose
it.
red?
It makes me
Am I
angry
right?
every
No,
time I
awful
see it.
color, awful, horrendous color. Hate it. Absolutely
Orange, on the other
despise
hand.
it.
Orange is a beautiful
Orange
color.
and teal, on the other hand, those are the best colors.
That's where you really get going. Would you like to hear my resolutions?
Yeah, I'd like to note that you've probably prepared more for this, so I'm expecting a higher standard than mine.
I didn't call any of my beloved family members old, so already one up
Your
in you.
loss.
I too like to keep my goals achievable. So something old, I'd like to get older this year.
Arguably, you've already done that because today, January 1st,
January
2024, is the
It's
the
a whole
oldest
new year.
you've ever been. You've already done it. Consequently, it's the youngest you'll ever be again, though.
Yeah, I'm just inching closer and closer to that sweet release of death, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, me too.
Something new. I would love to produce some new skin cells. That would be really great for me.
What are you going to do with the old ones?
Oh, sweep them up most likely.
Great. That's fair. I would do the same.
Oh gosh. Something borrowed. I hope to steal someone's content.
If you start a reaction channel.
Oh my golly, I'll start a reaction channel. That's the way. Something blue. I would like to procreate with an alien. I think we could probably produce something blue.
Okay, but specifically a blue alien? Or
No.
you're going to color mix with another alien and just hope
They're
it's
usually green. So
Yeah, I
I'm just
agree.
like crossing my fingers and hoping.
blue. How many children do you plan on having if the first one doesn't work out?
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
This feels like it could take up most of your calendar year.
I regret.
That's a lot of alien sex.
Moving on. Do you remember New Year of the year 2000?
Yeah, Y2K. Absolutely.
Probably the most wholesome time in history.
There was like a 50-50 chance that we were all going to die.
Could you explain for our younger audience what Y2K was in 5 words or less?
Computers are shit with dates.
With the dates. I'll take it. So a longer form explanation for
Oh, you
for the
get
kids
more
at
words
home.
to explain it, Greg.
I'm the host.
yeah, I know.
So, Y2K was a time where the code for the computers made dates in 2 digits instead of 4. So 98, New Year, turned to 99. 99, New Year, turned to...
We don't know.
We don't know.
That was the thing.
Do the computers think that it's 1900s now? Do they just explode? Do the banks stop working? Phones stop working? We're such a digital world now. Airplanes can't fly.
No.
Fires will spontaneously start, probably.
Explosions for days.
So many people chose to prepare for Y2K through bunkers, stockpiling survival gear. Some people chose to monetize, selling survival kits, survival guides. There was one guy that I found that was talking about how they owned a computer store and they made a killing selling Y2K repairs for computers. So people would come in, they would bring their computers in and they would just manually set the date for January 1 and see if the computer continued to work. And if it did, then they'd set it back and then return it to them and charge them for it.
Yeah, that is like taking your car to a mechanic and you don't understand cars at all, and they're just like, yeah, the I don't know, the translucent fluxicator is broken. And you're just, I don't know what that word is. I've just got to trust the mechanic.
Please,
and then they overly charge you for a problem that never existed. Yeah. No, I'm sure that computer stores are like,
please.
we could Y2K proof your devices if you give us X amount of money.
Apparently, there were a lot of stores that on January 1, generators were being returned en masse. Just people were ready for the world to blow up. One of the beautiful things to come from Y2K is the fashion inspired by it. Have you done a deep dive into Y2K fashion? I know you're a fashionista. I know this is one of your passions and hobbies.
I mean, Murphy, I lived through Y2K. My whole life was a deep dive through that fashion.
You know what? Is there a big age gap between us? Because I don't feel like there is.
How old are you?
31.
You know,
it's fine.
Yeah, there isn't.
Well, I don't remember Y2K fashion, so I had to do a bit of a deep dive in order to prepare us for this next game. I'm going to send you a series of images, and you will guess, is this Y2K fashion, or is this a random photo pulled from Google? I mean, they're all random photos pulled from Google, but some with intent.
So technically, the second answer is always correct. I'll try not to use that loophole too often. All right, hit me with... Not literally.
Can you identify which one is Y2K fashion?
Ooh, okay.
I believe in you. And by that, I mean I want you to lose. I really like winning games.
All right. So here's the thing. You're metagaming me here, which is what I did to you, which is probably why you're taking so much pleasure in it. Because, you know, the most reasonable answer would probably be the one on the right, because that's the most, like, I don't want to say Mad Max Apocalypse-ish, but it's more Mad Max than, like, the pink woman with the Tony Chopper hat.
Right. So, who's celebrating 2020?
I reckon
2020.
I reckon it's sorry, what's the question? Okay, I reckon it's the one on the left, pink fluffy chopper hat. That feels very of my era. You didn't announce that in a very exciting way, so that everyone watching knows what just happened here. I said my answer, and then Murphy looked at me, like with a scowl on her face, and just started typing that I was correct in the chat.
I want to win! I'm trying to stump you.
Like, at least announce to the viewers what the outcome was.
Liam, 1 point. Murphy, nothing. Round 2.
Oh, you've been very sneaky here because you've chosen high fashion, and high fashion can be of any era.
Isn't that true? They literally put a garbage bag over your head. It might be high fashion.
The other aspect of this is, of course, photo quality. We have a not so great photo that looks like it could have been ripped out of a magazine in the 90s. And we have a really schmick photo of the model. But they would have had really schmick cameras taking schmick photos of the schmick model. I'm fucked.
Everything is just a Google image. So it, like, bit size. Like, how well was it uploaded? That's what it's dependent on here.
Puffy pants. Lock it in.
Liam 2, Murphy nothing. Shut up, don't brag. Number 3.
Ooh. I'm kind of into the colorful ones.
I know, right? Cool. They're cute.
This is a lot harder because there are no like meta features I can really look at. The photo qualities are both about the same.
Quit trying to... I pulled stuff from Google. There's no scheming happening with that.
And I've been able to use my analytical mind brain to dissect.
You've got lucky.
Got lucky.
Lucky.
It's all on video. My analysis is all on video.
It's like wrong math, right answer.
And you're just
like,
credit.
Is that your impression of me? I'm so offended right now.
Good. What does that say on her cup?
Don't look at cups.
Maybe that'll give me a clue.
Get out of here with that.
Maybe the cup's got the date on it. Let's enhance.
Answer or you lose your point.
Colorful pants.
Fail! You lose! Good day, sir!
This wouldn't have happened if you let me zoom in on the cup and do my data analysis.
1 point for Murphy. Round 4.
Yeah, so this is very clever because what you've done is you've flipped what I would have expected. The worst quality image is the onesies, which were definitely more 2000s.
I put zero thought into the quality of these, like none.
No, I understand that you've put zero thought into it, but I'm putting thought into it. And it's unintentionally very clever because the lower quality image is the one that seems more recent and the higher quality image speaks to the fashion that was more in the past. And that's fucked me because now I don't know which one.
5. 4.
Okay, it's leather. It's leather. It's got to be, but it's probably not, but I'm going with leather.
Wait, did you want to change your answer? Did you want to say not leather?
No, leather. Yeah, the you getting really angry and throwing your notebook was a good clue that was correct.
Next.
Is this just going to keep going until you win?
Yes. Next.
What even is that? Oh. You know what? You're right, Murphy. I've got to stop crediting you for putting thought into this because you consistently tell me that it's just random images you took.
You're right. You do suck. I should stop thinking you're smart.
Here's where it's going to come back to bite me. I reckon it's Silver Pants and Tube Chop. Tube Chop? Tube Top. It's so 90s. It's like very Venga Boys or something. I'm going with it. You look smug. I'm wrong, aren't I?
No! Point for Liam.
What is that? 4-1?
Do you need to rub it in? What do you gain?
Sorry, I'm just counting.
Next image! Footwear. Enjoy the feet.
I mean, it's not my thing.
Really?
I know it's like a very common fetish, but it's never been something that I've like seen the appeal of. So in a way, it's very clever to use this because it's what I was least paying attention to in the 90s. My gaze was always much more upwards.
That was my plan the whole time.
Is it like rain jacket shoes?
It was like see-through shoes.
See-through,
Yeah.
right. It was just
Like,
taken on a wet day.
clear
that
shoes.
makes it look like it's...
I don't know, man. Fashion's weird.
The black high heels, that could be like very goth sort of era, which I think came about more further into the 2000s, like mid... I'm gonna go with raincoat shoe.
Sucker! I was at prom when the see-through shoes were a thing. My friend wore them. All right, final one. This time I chose, you can't meta anything because it's all celebrities. I chose celebrities on the red carpet. Go. Denim on denim on denim or big giant suits. Which one is a Y2K fashion statement?
It's gotta be Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, right?
Why? It's the fashion I'm choosing, not the people.
Because Robert Pattinson wasn't a thing around Y2K.
Oh,
I
no.
don't even know if he was an adult yet.
Oh, no. You can't meta anything because it's all celebrities. Whatever, I don't even care. I didn't even want to win the game. I didn't even try.
You just accidentally got all these images together?
I didn't spend
try
an
it
hour
out?
and a half working on this. I think we tied.
I'm gonna go back to red first because I'm not gonna let you ruin my
Good.
self-confidence
I'm glad.
about the color red.
What about that
We're
color
gonna
red
end
though?
on
It's
a
really
high.
ugly, right?
Now we're good.
Wow, you have red there.
It's actually amazing, you horrible human being.
Can't work under these conditions. I have created a tier list. So we're essentially playing Smash or Pass, but for an introvert. So,
Excellent. This is my life.
not so much now that you're married though, right?
I mean, you can still play the game, you just don't do the smash.
No, okay, sure. So, we're at a rave. You're in your roaring 20s. It's New Year's. There's strobes everywhere. You don't care about your health. Some people walk through the door wearing Y2K fashion. The question is, how will you respond according to their attire? The most positive is, hi.
Oh, I thought that was more like a hello.
Hey, no. It's just a very
right,
simple.
sorry, that's
okay,
too
all right.
extroverted. You're right. You're absolutely right.
This is the introverts tier list, Liam. This is like, I'm willing to make conversation, and it's going to take a lot out of me, so that's the best you get. Below that is eye contact. That's all I'm willing to give. Just like some very simple eye contact. Below that, we're just totally avoiding. Below that, we don't even want to be in the same room. And finally, we're actually going to, it's so bad, we will break the introvert mold and just... Boo!
Get out of my space.
Starting with Pink Hat.
I'm gonna leave the room because I reckon she's gonna be very loud.
You know what? That hat does say someone that's loud,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It absolutely does. That person's
Yeah.
walking into the party and she's like, ah! Screaming and everything, and it's just like, it's abrasive.
You're so right. That's really impressive. Spacesuit.
All of them? All three of them?
To me, the most egregious one is the girl in all pink.
You call that the most
But,
egregious
yes.
one? I find that the most interesting one. Like, she and me, we are making that eye contact for sure. Like, 100.
No way.
Absolutely. Like, hook me up with those focal orbs.
So when you make that eye contact, do you immediately look away?
It depends. I probably look away because that's just instinctual introverted behavior. But then I think about it for a second.
But then you'll look back.
and I look back. And if we make eye contact again,
And she's still looking?
I'm probably going to look away again. But if it happens a third time, then I might even
Then we might
consider
work up
saying
to
hello.
hello.
Yeah.
Very, very baggy cargo pants.
So this is difficult because you've now started to get into the section where I don't have people's faces to judge this off.
What? We're not supposed... What do you mean? Have you been judging off of faces?
I've been judging off of not just the fashion, but how someone wears the fashion, because fashion is incomplete without the slab of meat.
You can see how she's wearing it. With a crop top, it's super cute.
Yeah, but what's going on up here? Is she happy to be wearing it? Is she fed up? Does she look like she's just put on whatever came out of the wardrobe? Does she look like she's meticulously curated her wardrobe?
I feel you've missed the spirit of this game.
I think I've proven that between us, I somehow am the one who knows the most about all of the fashion, and I think it's as much about how
100% you know more than me.
Tell you what, we're saying hello to the pants. Because,
no way!
Because it looks pretty casual. Like, I know a lot of people who just wear black tops and baggy pants. It seems approachable.
So you want the girl that her hair's probably a couple days unwashed, but she'll chat with anybody, opposed to the girl with a drink in her hand going, ah!
Yeah, because you can't chat to her because she doesn't stop screaming.
All right. Leather on leather on leather.
I am booing loudly at this. Who the fuck do you think you are? The Matrix was almost 3 decades ago now. Get the shit over yourselves. Okay, here's more reasoning why I'm booing loudly. Leather is noisy. When you move around in it, it's not like you're wearing regular clothes and they don't make a sound. They're completely silent. When you move around in leather, it's like squeak, squeak, squeak. And if you've got so much leather, it's going to be squeak, 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 just for a simple like turn. It's going to be so obnoxious that it's not just going to be me booing. It's going to be everyone in the room booing them.
Next up.
I can't make eye contact with this person because they're wearing sunglasses. That's just too dangerous. You never know where they're looking. I can't say hello if I can't make eye contact, so I'm left with 3 very bad options. Yeah, I'm just going to avoid this. This is too much hassle for me. Like, the sunglasses have really thrown me off.
Cleanly filling out every row. This is very satisfying so far.
It's not intentional.
I don't believe you. Oh, okay. Somebody walks in the room with platform shoes.
This is difficult. We've gone over the whole foot fetish thing. I don't like judge people based solely on their shoes.
You don't have to have a foot fetish to appreciate a pair of very simple shoes.
I don't know. I think that men who really appreciate a nice pair of shoes probably appreciate a lot of other things that go inside the shoes as well.
Oh no. I'm never going to take a shoe compliment the same again.
Have I given you one?
When have you seen my shoes ever?
No, I would be exactly. And I was thinking about this today, actually. I was like, I've got this jacket for the party that we're at.
Sorry, go ahead.
Cut that. I was thinking that, because I've brought this jacket in because you asked me to do it because it's a party.
Right.
And when I was putting it on, I realized that I look absolutely ridiculous.
With a t-shirt?
Firstly with my teddy bear shirt, but also because I'm wearing shorts under this. Like, the outfit isn't complete. No one has ever seen my lower half on camera. That's what I was saying. People only ever see from like here up. They don't know what's going on down there.
What is this leading to? What do you plan to do next?
This is leading to the mate. I'm just going to avoid the shoes. It's too much of a dice roll. I don't know the person in the shoes. We're just going to leave that situation over there. I cannot firmly judge someone based on shoe alone.
Brittany and Justin, what do you do when they walk in the room?
I'm going to avoid because I've had a traumatic experience with double denim.
What?
So I used to work in theater. I used to do a lot of independent shows. And as part of independent shows, you've usually got to put in a bit more effort than when you're working on proper commercial theater full time. And that involves like swapping a lot of roles. One day I was on the door taking tickets for a show I designed. And this guy walked in wearing double denim. And I thought I was going to be funny, right?
Oh no.
So I like took his ticket and I said, double denim, risky. And the woman he was with gave me the filthiest glare.
Why?
Fuck you. How dare you? What
she dressed
gives you
him
that right to
She
say
dressed
that?
him. He didn't like his outfit, and you just confirmed to him exactly what she spent the last hour convincing him out of.
That's what I was thinking, because on his face was the see? And I was just like, did I potentially ruin a relationship? But also, I'm the one who looks like a dick because I'm incapable of like playful banter. Everything I say sounds like cuttingly sarcastic.
But you're an Aussie, so they should also have that kind of humor.
All I know is it wasn't a great experience, and so I avoided them the rest of the night. And that's what I would do
avoid.
if you're wearing double denim. Yeah, that's why. That's my
I do.
reasoning.
I like the story where you're working in a professional setting, and when you greet a stranger, you're like, "You look stupid, bro." Like that's a really
That's
good of you.
essentially what I did. Like this is why I don't go out into the wild and socialize, because when I think I'm being like, oh, he's wacky and charming, no, I'm just being insulting as fuck.
What an idiot! No one likes you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, welcome to my show.
Boo!
Dressed like that? Boo! What were you thinking stepping outside of your probably apartment?
Because you
dressed
can't
like
afford
that?
a house. Look at
No,
you.
tell me what negative gearing is, double denim.
No one in denim knows
and then
what that
maybe
is.
I'll let you into the show.
You probably
No.
don't even know.
Don't ask me what it is. I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you the answer.
Someone whose negative gearing wouldn't even speak to someone like you. Move on, chum.
Get out. Come back with at least one denim less.
I'm glad that we are enlightened enough that we would never make bad fashion choices like that.
It looks like you're off to the races. It's like Murphy Napier / Cruella DeVille. What's happening here?
That's the best compliment you could have given me.
You're welcome.
And on that note, Happy New Year.